Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is. Got a Patreon question. How to log my goals, my progression, everything in MyFitnessPal. It's a question from my patrons called Ivar. He's been with me since the beginning, I believe. So, heads up, this is the desktop version. I prefer the mobile phone version. It's more accessible, but the principles remain the same. So I'm going to share my screen in a moment, and I will take you through the steps required to track your calorie intake, set your goals, etc. Let's begin. As you can see here, this is the Dutch version, so you'll have to excuse me. I wasn't able to put it on English, but I'll help you through it. So, current weight. Probably, if you're an American, which is most likely, this will be in pounds. So be honest about that. Mine is around 72 and a half. I am 180 centimeters. My goal weight, what would that be? I like 70. I already have a low body fat percentage. So I usually measure in strength, not in weight. So my gender, as you can see, there are two of those, is male. Now, I'm not going to put my actual birthday here because I like to keep that a secret, but I am putting the birth year in here. Netherlands, 1, 2, 3, 4. Username, sure. Check Napier 1. Okay, here it comes. The biggest factor when it comes to calorie counting is your energy expenditure, which is determined by your living situation. As you can see here, and I'll go through it with you. How does your daily activity look like? How would you describe your daily activity? Sitting. I partake the majority of the day sitting, as in you're an office worker. You come home, you watch TV, and that's it. Lightly active. Most of the day, I spend standing, as in maybe a teacher or a salesman. Active. A large portion of the day I spend with light physical activity, as in a waitress or a mailman. Very active. I spend a majority of the day with heavy physical activity, as in a bike courier or a construction worker. Now, if you want to lose weight, things like that, I kinda lie on this one. So what I do is I always go one activity level beneath the one I really am, so that my caloric intake will always be shown as a deficit. Now, I'll explain this later. So, I'm lightly active, but I'll just say I spend most of the time sitting. How often per week do you train? Well, 6 times. Then comes the minutes of training. This is where people tend to make the mistake of putting in the time they are at the gym. But how much of that time is spent on talking to someone, watching your phone, being distracted by the garbage man, things like that. Seriously, this is going to be a thing. So what I tend to do is I look at the time I spent at the gym and just detract 50 minutes or so. That will give you a very accurate state. Well, how do you want to track your calories? Well, in calories. What is your goal? 1 kilo a week, to me, is a bit too much. I tend to go for the long term. So, slower process, better results. So, let's say 1/4 of a kilo. I have read everything. Now, let me check. Is everything okay? 180, 70 kilos. I am a male. Now, why is this important? Because energy expenditure differs a lot between men and women. I know, right? We're different. So, register. Boom. permission, blah, blah, blah. No. Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Make my account. Hurry it up. Oh, God. Yeah. Go. Don't keep me posted. Don't want to do this. Continue. Okay. Here we go. My nutrition goals would be 1,830 calories a day. Sure. Fitness goals burn about 1,050. But as you can see, they have calculated in what I already filled in. So the 6 trainings are 30 minutes per training. Your expected loss of weight, 0.3 kilograms a week. This is how much you should lose, 1.4 kilograms by July 7th. Now, these are not set in stone, but they are guidelines. Listen to me carefully. Guidelines. You don't need to follow this to a T. You need to take it into consideration. That is the most important. Don't be a spurg about this. Don't be, what's the word again? Autistic about this. Guidelines. As you can see, the protein, 92 grams per day for those 1,830 calories. Now, I'm going to calculate something because I am about 72 to 73 kilos. We said 72 and a half. 72.5 times 1.6 grams is 116. So to be very honest, I think that is a tad low. The only thing I would change about this, me personally, is go by the calculation of your body weight in kilograms times 1.6. The answer to that is your amount of grams of protein for daily intake. That would be sufficient. Some say 1.8. A lot of studies say 1.6. I am a huge proponent of, and what's that called again? At a certain point, it's a waste of effort. Again, with the garbage truck. So 1.6 is enough. If you go over that, it's fine. Just make sure you don't go under that. Again, guidelines. It is a minimum. Oh, I went over it. No worries. No worries. Look at the calories. Are you over that? No. Good. No worries. You're fine. Now, in the mobile version, which I will go through now a bit, I can't show it to you, but I can give you the steps you need to take. So what you do, as you see the app, you have home, logging, progression, and more. Let's go to more. When you hit the more option and you go to nutrition, no, that's not the one. My profile, it's not the one. Let me check this real quick. Where is that again? Here it is. You go to more, profile, and then to goals. And then goals, you see nutrition goals. And there you see your total amount of calories. And there you can change the amount of protein you want to take in every day. There, after you've calculated your body weight times 1.6 kilograms, remember that, not pounds, we're European here. Once you've done that, the rest, when it comes to carbs and fats, is up to you. I'm a big proponent of keto and carnivore diet, mostly because I get gut issues when I eat too much fiber and things like that. So, but that's my preference. There is no be all end all but one. Calories in versus calories out. And how much calories that is all depends on you, your energy expenditure, your gender, your activity level, you name it. But that's it. Okay, real quick edit. I mentioned lowering your activity level. Now, of course, if you find out you're losing weight too fast, bump up your calories. by 100. If you find out that you're not losing weight, lower your caloric intake by around 100 and start measuring it yourself. That's how you do it. Again, you find out you're losing weight too fast, add a bit of calories. When you find out you're not losing weight, take some calories off. Now, how do you add food? Again, this is why I love the mobile version so much, the app one. It has a barcode scanner in it. As you know, a lot of food products have the ingredients on them and also a caloric indicator of about the 100 gram measurement, something like that. So let's say 100 grams is 150 calories, things like that. Now, if you look at the screen, again, you go home to the home page. You go to food. Still, it's in Dutch. My bad. Oh, food. And then you see breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And then you can add food. Here, you can type in the name of the food. Let's say kaas, which is cheese. And there you have it. One slice, 64 calories, things like that. Again, this is why I like the app version a whole lot better, because it has a barcode on it. That is MyFitnessPal. That's how I use it. That's how I always advise people to use it. I use it with my clients. I always advise my patrons to use it, things like that. So, hope that helps. I hope you've learned something. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And if you want me to do one of these video requests for you, you can go to patreon.com/Jack Napier knows, and rest speaks for itself. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy your day, and I will see you soon.